Group 6, my name is Nicole.
My name is Julian.
My name is Michelle.
My name is Yusufin.
Today we're at the Otsuka manufacturing plant. We'll cover topics about operations efficiency, lean production, automation, and a few more, so please watch until the end. Thank you.
Otsuka is a global pharmaceutical and consumer goods company dedicated to health and well-being. Founded back in Japan, it has expanded worldwide, including Indonesia, where PT Otsuka Indonesia was established in 1997. The company produces health-focused beverages and snacks like Pocari Sweat, Iron Water, Soyjoy, 5-Mini, and Oranamin C. With a focus on quality efficiency and sustainability, Otsuka integrates advanced technology and strict quality control to meet international standards. Otsuka also employs just-in-time or JIT production to align manufacturing with demand, reducing waste and optimizing resource use. Between Pocari Sweat and Soyjoy, the production of Pocari Sweat is leaner because it relies more on automated machinery than manual labor. With a highly mechanized system, Pocari Sweat is produced at a rate of 600 bottles per minute, undergoing automated processes such as filling, capping, labeling, and inspection. In contrast, Soyjoy production requires more manual intervention, especially during the packaging inspections.
Next is efficiency. Amerta Otsuka maintains high production efficiency by operating 23 hours a day. Pocari Sweat's highly automated production line running at 600 bottles per minute maximizes efficiency by reducing manual labor and streamlining processes such as filling, capping, and labeling. Soyjoy, while requiring more manual handling, also follows strict efficiency protocols with automated checks and quality inspection to minimize errors. By optimizing working hours and maintaining a steady workflow, Otsuka ensures consistent production while reducing unnecessary delays.
Moving on to quality control. Otsuka maintains strict quality control through frequent inspections with tests conducted on microbiological, chemical, and physical properties. Pocari Sweat production involves multiple checkpoints, such as pressure detection, X-ray scans, and camera-based inspections to identify defects. Similarly, Soyjoy passes through a foreign particle checker and metal detector to prevent contamination. The company ensures that no artificial preservatives are used by leveraging techniques such as nitrogen flushing to maintain product freshness.
Automation. Otsuka integrates automation across its production line to enhance precision and consistency. Pocari Sweat manufacturing includes automated processes such as inkjet printing, labeling, and capping, ensuring efficiency with minimal human intervention. Soyjoy cooling process uses the yo-yo conveyor system, allowing natural temperature control without manual handling. This level of automation reduces error, enhances safety, and maintains product integrity.
Lastly, we're going to talk about the supply chain management. So Otsuka strategically sources most of its raw materials domestically, such as water for Pocari Sweat, while importing specialized ingredients like Soyjoy soybean flour from Japan to higher quality standards. The company's logistics team also manages warehouse coordination and transportation through a combination of in-house fleets and external vendors. With a strong distribution network, Otsuka efficiently delivers products across Indonesia and exports to markets in the Middle East and Asia.
The market demand for Pocari Sweat remains high, driven by its connection to sport, fitness,
the tropical climate, and dehydration recovery. There's a growing interest in electrolyte replenishment, not just during sport but also during illness and heatwave. As the only brand with health certification for sick people, Pocari Sweat enjoys a strong brand loyalty in Southeast Asia and Japan. The increasing frequency of heatwaves is expected to further boost demand, and the outlook for the product remains optimistic as the consumer becomes more health conscious. In contrast, Sojoy, a healthy snack bar made from soy and fruit, is seeing growing demand. It aligns with the trends of plant-based, healthy snacks and appeal to busy consumers. While facing competition, Sojoy has a strong growth potential if it expands with flavor and promotes its health benefits clearly. The outlook for Sojoy is positive, especially in the rise in health-conscious snacking. In summary, Pocari Sweat and Sojoy are the best seller, with Pocari leading in the hydration and Sojoy gaining around in the healthy snack market. Fiber Mini holding a niche potential, while Ornament C needs more attention. The isotonic drink market offers significant growth opportunity driven by health and wellness trends.
For its cost efficiency, most expensive is the capital manufacturing. Otsuka cost efficiency is driven by several strategic approaches that help reduce overall production expenses. The most significant cost comes from the capital manufacturing, which requires substantial initial investment. However, the company has implemented energy conservation programs resulting in saving billions annually. Additionally, Otsuka used just-in-time production, which minimizes inventory-related expenses by ensuring that the goods are produced only as needed, reducing storage costs. The company also practiced strategic resourcing, balancing local procurement with quality imports, allowing for cost-effective materials without compromising product standards. These investments have proven to be highly effective, yielding rapid returning on the investment ROI and generating long-term saving, reinforcing Otsuka's ability to maintain cost efficiency while ensuring sustainable growth.
Otsuka production activities in Indonesia has positively impacted the local community through job creation, foreign investment, and a strong commitment to sustainability. Otsuka Indonesia has implemented corporate social responsibility program focusing on health education, environmental protection, and community development around their factories in Lawang and Kejayan, East Java. Their health campaigns such as promoting balanced diet with Sojoy help combat obesity and diabetes. The Otsuka Blue Planet initiative have improved Pocari Sweat packaging to reduce plastic waste and installed energy-saving technologies and wastewater treatment system in their factories. This initiative support both environmental safety and the livelihood of local communities, particularly in Pasuruan. Otsuka also applies the 3R principle, reduce, reuse, recycle, across its production. In 2022, Otsuka launched a recycling program in Indonesia involving school and local waste bank to recycle Pocari Sweat bottles. Overall, Otsuka operation contribute a economic growth, job creation, and sustainability, setting a responsible business example in Indonesia.
Otsuka operation in Indonesia, especially through Pocari Sweat and Sojoy, significantly impact the local economy. The company manufacturing facilities in Lawang and Kejayan contribute to the GDP by driving value-added productions and stimulating demand for local raw materials, labor, and services. Investment in advanced manufacturing technology and environmentally friendly practices, such as using recycled plastic bottles on the Otsuka Blue Planet initiative, further enhance production efficiency and support Indonesia's industrial competitiveness. Otsuka presence has created thousands of jobs in production, management, and sales, which directly contributes to reducing unemployment in regions like East Java, where unemployment is higher than the national average. By also supporting local suppliers and promoting skill development, Otsuka play a key role in strengthening the workforce and improving long-term employment quality. In terms of the current account, Otsuka exports of Pocari Sweat and Sojoy positively impact Indonesia's trade balances. The growing global demand for these products, particularly in markets like Japan, China, and Singapore, enhances export revenue, helping to reduce the trade deficit and stabilize the Indonesian rupiah. Otsuka investment also represents significant foreign direct investment, aka the FDI, in Indonesia, contributing to the financial account. These investments foster technology transfer, skill development, and improve productivity in local workforces. Additionally, the company operation supports regional developments outside Java, promoting economic diversification.
In this video, I'd also like to add a few key points about some financial ratios.
Starting off with two profitability ratios, we have the gross profit margin and return on capital employed. The gross profit margin measures the amount of profit made on goods sold, while the return on capital employed indicates how much of a return investors could receive from the money they have invested in the business. As of 2023, Otsuka had a gross profit margin of 69.72%. Comparing this ratio with another leading pharmaceutical company in Japan, Daiichi Sankyo, which had a gross profit margin of 71.6% in the same year, shows that Otsuka had weaker cost control. Similarly, Otsuka's return on capital employed was 5.27% in 2023, which was lower than Daiichi Sankyo's 7.36%, suggesting that Daiichi Sankyo is generating higher returns from its capital, making Otsuka's return on capital employed performance less favorable. Next up is the liquidity ratios, which consists of the current ratio and asset test ratio. Both current ratio and asset test ratio tell us about a company's ability to cover its short-term liabilities using its short-term assets, with the exception of inventories for asset test ratio. For current ratio, any ratio between 1.5 to 1 and 2 to 1 is ideal. A current ratio of 1.5 to 1 means the company has $1.5 of current assets for every $1 of current liabilities. This indicates that the company has enough liquid assets to cover its short-term liabilities. For asset test ratio, any ratio above 1 to 1 is considered favorable. In 2023, Otsuka's current ratio was 1.99 to 1, which was lower than Daiichi Sankyo's 2.82 to 1. Similarly, Otsuka's asset test ratio was 1.61 to 1, while Daiichi Sankyo's was 2.25 to 1. These ratios indicate that Daiichi Sankyo had stronger short-term liquidity, while Otsuka's ratios are still within the comfort zone. Daiichi Sankyo's figures suggested a stronger ability to cover short-term obligations. Moving on, we have two solvency ratios, the net working assets to revenue ratio and the gearing ratio. The net working assets to revenue ratio gives an indication as to how efficiently the net working assets of a business are being used to generate sales. The general view is that the smaller the value of this ratio, the better. In 2023, Otsuka's net working assets to revenue ratio was 32.5%, which was lower than Daiichi Sankyo's 39.26%. This indicates more efficient use of working capital for Otsuka. Gearing ratio gives an indication as to how reliant the business is on external fixed cost capital, such as loans. Similarly, a smaller ratio is favorable. Otsuka's gearing ratio in 2023 was 8.08%, which was lower than Daiichi Sankyo's 11.77%, suggesting lower financial risk and reliance on debt, which is favorable for financial stability. Second to last, we have two investment ratios consisting of earnings per share and dividend per share. In 2023, Otsuka's earnings per share was 224.1 yen, significantly higher than Daiichi Sankyo's 56.96 yen, indicating stronger profitability per share. Similarly, Otsuka's dividend per share in 2023 was 99.99 yen, which was also higher than Daiichi Sankyo's 30 yen, making it more attractive to investors seeking higher returns. Lastly, we're going to work out the working capital cycle. The working capital cycle measures the time a business takes to convert its investments in inventory and other resources into cash. A shorter cycle is generally favorable because it improves liquidity and operational efficiency. To obtain the working capital cycle, we first need to calculate the trade receivable turnover, which we will add to the inventory turnover and subtract with the trade payable turnover. In 2023, Otsuka Holdings had a trade receivable turnover of 93 days, a trade payable turnover of 70 days, and an inventory turnover of 141 days. Combining these values, we get 164 days of working capital cycle. On the other hand, Daiichi Sankyo had a trade receivable turnover of 80 days, a trade payable turnover of 81 days, and an inventory turnover of 261 days. Combining these values, we get 260 days of working capital cycle. To conclude, Otsuka Holdings had a shorter working capital cycle. This suggests that Otsuka was more efficient in managing its receivables, payables, and inventory, leading to faster cash conversion.
So we've just finished our vlog at Retail Otsuka, and that's all from us. Thank you. Bye.